Unfortunately, we continue to lose some of the bimodal voter accreditation system devices. I reported in the morning the loss of devices in Delta and in Savannah local government area of Katsina State. But unfortunately, we also lost 3 BVAS machines in Ayamelum in Anambra State. But we have recovered from all these losses because we have contingency arrangement to respond to any such attack. There were issues arising from the commencement of the process in Abia, in Imo, and in Kebbi, among other places. I'm happy to say that the process is right now ongoing. In Abia, the polling units will remain open well beyond the appointed hour until the last person on the queue before 2:30 votes. In Imo, the process is ongoing except a few RAs or PUs marred by insecurity and thuggery spread across 7 local government areas. And the situation in Kebbi State is stable. Voting is going on mainly in Birnin Kebbi. But earlier it affected Birnin Kebbi and a part of Argungu, but mainly in Birnin Kebbi, but voting is ongoing. But we have a situation in Bayelsa State, particularly in the capital, Yenagoa, where in 4 wards, wards 4, 6, 8, and 14, involving 141 polling units, the process was disrupted. We remobilized security. The situation is calm for us to proceed with the process, but the Youth Corps members express some apprehension of going back. So we met with the security agencies and we have decided that voting in these 141 polling units, where the materials are actually intact, will take place tomorrow morning. Remember, we're not only doing presidential election, but we're also doing senatorial and federal constituencies. So it's good as much as possible to recover and conduct the elections so that we can conclude the processes. So the Youth Corps members who are going to serve as presiding officers and other categories of ad hoc staff are agreeable to the election holding in these locations tomorrow. In Lagos, we have been closely following the situation in Okota, Mofoluku, Oshodi, and Elegushi. We have been able to normalize the situation in a number of places, including Ikate, where voting is ongoing. So we'll keep our eyes on the processes in the other areas that I have mentioned. Polling units in a large number of areas closed, and sorting and counting of ballot papers have commenced. Between the last briefing and this one, we have taken a proactive step by meeting with the Inspector General of Police, the National Security Advisor, and the Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. The idea is to strengthen security as we move to the next stage of the process, which is the collation of results in locations where voting have been concluded at the polling units. I would also like to say that in Edo State, we had a situation that we handled yesterday. One of the parties whose acronym is on the result sheets, but the logo is not on the ballot paper, in a federal constituency, after meeting with the stakeholders, the decision was taken, since the materials are intact, to countermand the election. So we have suspended the election for Esan North, Esan South, and Igweben. The ballot papers will be reprinted, and the election will now hold along with the state constituency elections on the 11th of March. That is in the next 2 weeks. We are determined that no Nigerian should and would be disenfranchised. So we have been responding to some of the situations as they arise, and we are going to do so overnight. There may be no opportunity for us to brief Nigerians again between now and tomorrow, but if need be, we'll make an announcement and do a briefing before we then open the collation center tomorrow. So this is the update on the situation nationally. But as I said, observers, the media, and all others are also keeping their eyes on the processes and would like to hear from you what you have seen and what more we need to do. In my earlier briefing, I said that the technology actually optimally performed, generally speaking. We're really happy nationwide. This is the first deployment in a major national election, and the technology has given a good account of itself. Yes, we have lost ballot boxes here and there, but it appears that the target of thuggery is now the bimodal voter accreditation system, the BVAS. But we will continue to protect the process and will continue to proceed courageously to ensure that we conclude this in a very free, fair, and credible manner. We are willing to listen to your comments and take suggestions and observations. But as I said, we are in the middle of the election. So we'll take a maximum of 3 interventions because we have to go back to the situation room and to continue to monitor the situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, INEC. Please, if you want to ask any question, maybe make your observations or make any comment, kindly indicate. The mic will be brought to you.
Good evening, Chairman. My name is Harry Awurumibe. I report for Prompt News, online newspapers. Mine is, you mentioned when you were briefing us that BVAS, from the information you have gathered across the nation, has performed optimally. But then the bad guys are targeting BVAS. And knowing now, and you've met with the chiefs of security, now counting has started. And those BVAS are going to be brought to racks. And the bad guys, especially in Lagos, and I'm from Imo State, Okigwe in particular, Olo also, they're going to target the beavers and hijack them. What are you doing about that?
Okay. Good evening, the chairman. Good evening, colleagues. I am Princess Ekwi Ajide of the Anambra Broadcasting Service. Sir, I want to know what will happen to the results that will emanate from Urokwe Primary School and Umwezilibu Hall or Zobolo, where the ad hoc workers did not come, but voters volunteered and started the work. So incidentally, in some places, they voted, they did the accreditation and waited for some hours before they started voting. So what will be the outcome of the result from that place? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman. My name is Ogochukwu Okoronkwo, and I report for Radio Nigeria. A colleague of mine that went to vote at Tunga Maje FCT Health Center polling unit said that out of the 5 polling units, that thugs came and made away ballot boxes belonging to 007 and 014. He now said that the people now mobilized and started beating them before the police came, dispersed the people, and later now went out again with the ballot boxes and the ad hoc staff. So for people that were supposed to vote at 007 and 014, voting ended for them. So she's now asking, will there be another opportunity for them to vote, or is that the end of the voting experience for them? Thank you.
Thank you. Please
sorry, just follow up, sir.
Honorable Chairman to answer those questions, please.
Okay,
please.
Sorry, I crave your indulgence. I know that there are many, many people who have many, many good questions to ask and suggestions to make. But we are in the middle of an election, and we have to go back to our situation room. That's why we have limited the interventions to 3. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity for us to respond, to hear from Nigerians. After all, in our situation room, we have the ICCC, the INEC Citizens Contact Center, and through our social media handles, you can still contact us live and direct, and we will be able to respond to the issues you have raised. And so many Nigerians have been responding and drawing our attention to situations to which we have in turn also been responding. So I crave your indulgence. I'll respond to these 3 quick interventions, and then we go back to our situation room. The first one is the security of the beavers, particularly now that we are going to the next stage. At the polling units, remember, after the ballot papers have been sorted out and counted, and the result sheets duly signed by the presiding officers and the agents of political parties, will snap the picture of that result sheet and upload on the IREV portal. So the question is, what happens? This is partly why I said in my opening statement that we met with the security chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, the National Security Advisor, and the Commandant General of the Security and Civil Defense. Yes, people are targeting the beavers, but remember also, in our planning for the election, we have made contingency arrangement. In none of these areas where the beavers was targeted was election not held as a result of the absence of the beavers. The highest number came, as I said, from Safana local government area of Katsina State. And as I said earlier in my first briefing, the police, working with the commission, have arrested the hoodlums and recovered 3 out of the 6 beavers, and the manhunt for the other people is ongoing. So we have taken sufficient measures to make sure that we protect the beavers' machines. Remember, we'll use the same machines in the next 2 weeks for the governorship and state assembly elections. So we're not joking with this situation at all. It's critical to the conduct of credible elections. Princess from the Anambra Broadcasting Service, results emanating from a primary school where voters volunteered to conduct the election. I know that the commission appreciates the work of volunteers. That's why we rely on ad hoc staff or temporary staff. But these are staff engaged by the commission, not staff who engage themselves on behalf of the commission as good Samaritans. So I'm not aware of the specific details of this situation you describe in Anambra, but as soon as we go back to the situation room, I will place a call to our resident electoral commissioner in Anambra State. So we'll find a way of dealing with this situation. Finally, the issue of Tunga Maji, raised by our sister from Radio Nigeria, that thugs made away with some of the election materials before voting could be concluded. So are we now going to resume voting in these locations again? So what we'll do immediately after this meeting is to call our resident electoral commissioner for the Federal Capital Territory and find out exactly what the situation is. Surely, if there are still voters on the queue at Tunga Maji, what I have described earlier will apply to that location as well. Anybody who was on the queue before 2:30 will be allowed to vote, even if voting goes well beyond the official closing hours of the polling unit. So we'll find out as soon as we leave this place. So once again, I thank you and I thank Nigerians for their understanding and patience. We are making really very, very steady progress and will continue to ensure that nothing truncates our democracy or truncates the will of the Nigerian people. Our allegiance is to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and our commitment is to the Nigerian people. I thank you very much. But before we close, in case there is need to issue another statement again, we will at short notice inform the media because they are here. But as a matter of course, I would like to invite you at midday tomorrow for the official opening of the National Collation Center for the 2023 general elections. We hope later tomorrow we expect to have some of the results of the election coming from the states, particularly for the presidential election. So the situation room, the collation center for the presidential election will be opened at midday tomorrow, Sunday, the 26th. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of INEC, we thank all of you for coming, especially the heads of the electoral commissions of sister Africa countries. Thank you.
So it's not only Nigerians. Before we get to what the INEC chairman said, it's not only the Nigerians. We're talking about that. Myself and my colleagues and our guests, that it's not only Nigerians who are interested in Nigeria's elections. As we've been told, Nigeria's elections are the equivalent of the elections of all the other 14 countries in West Africa put together. And if you go to other parts of Africa, there are more countries involved. But to speak to what the INEC chairman talked about, he did recognize the presence, he began by recognizing the presence of
glad to have you join us right here again on Sahara TV, and it's been the election day right here in Nigeria. Nigeria Decide 2023. A lot of voters are out there exercising their civic right to determine who will be the president of this great country in a couple of hours. All right, the dark cloud over Nigeria with regards to who will be our president would be cleared. And a couple of minutes ago, you've heard the latest updates from the INEC chairman in person of Yakub Mahmoud as regards situation reports in different parts of the country. So please do call us to let us know what is happening in your area and also your own idea as regards this election. We have a call coming in. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. All right, the number to call is 070-4994-1413, 070-4994-1413. Right about now, we'll be giving you updates from our social media platforms. We'll be reading out what people are saying out there, and to do that with me is Precious. Hi, Precious.
Hi.
How has been the experience for you so far?
Awesome. And I'm really, really overwhelmed. It's exciting to know that a whole lot of Nigerians are actually outside to exercise their franchise rights, and it's really refreshing. It's refreshing.
All right, we have a call coming in. Hello. 070-4994-1413 is the number to call to join the conversation at this hour. There's been a lot of reports, and people are taking to social media to express their various grievances, and I'm sure you have quite a number of them. So, hello? Sorry.
I guess the network is really loud.
Hello? All right, we are trying as much as possible to get to talk to you. Just keep your calls coming in, and we would be hearing from you as soon as possible. All right, Precious.
All right, so we have a whole lot of people's reaction on Twitter, on Instagram, and then here are some of the reactions we could actually get to you all. So I have Hemigenius, that's Mr. Hemigenius on his Twitter page. He said, a few days ago, we saw soldiers everywhere, and we all felt there won't be voters' intimidation. But here we have seen evidence of party agents intimidating people to vote their candidates. Where are the soldiers? So, and then he did, he tagged at INEC Nigeria and then at Hem Buhari. Yeah. And then
a lot of people have that on their platform asking, where are the soldiers?
Where are the soldiers?
Because a couple of days back, the video went viral of armed men, getting
all
ready.
Over, getting ready and all.
And like, we are ready. But here are also reports of thugs looting, thugs scattering.
Forcing them to vote their candidates.
The Beavers device. Where are the armed force, the police officers that has been promised us? All right, let's pick this call quickly.
All right.
All right, hello, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Good afternoon, Sahara TV. What's your name? Hello? I can hear you.
I think the network is bad.
Yes, the network is quite bad. Please do call in, and we would be ready to pick your call. Hello? All right, 070-4994-1413 is the number to call. 070-4994-1413. Still joining us. I have Precious here giving us updates as regards what people have been saying on their various social media platforms. Yes, Precious, go ahead.
So we have another one. It says, until some of you remove emotions from Nigeria politics, you will never know how the game is being played.
Wow. I think
Really
that's
well.
someone that
I mean,
knows how
a
the game
whole
is
lot
played.
how the game is being played, and then this person knows that for you to stay sane after this whole election, and maybe your candidate, the person they're expecting to rule Nigeria, did not win his election. Just stay sane. Just stay sane. You don't have to put too much emotions in it.
Right, right. I think for anyone that has been through this process, I think that's one of the, and like I had a guest earlier who said that election is a festival. It shouldn't be a do or die affair.
It shouldn't be.
And a lot of people have been saying, if you want to serve, then it shouldn't be something that should be tedious to do. If the people want you, good. If they don't
Want you. I mean, you're not going to rule over yourself. It should
Right.
be. It should be what people want. Yeah.
it should be what people want. All right. Any other person?
Then we have the Nigerian. It says the Nigerian judicial system is about to cash out after this election court case go plenty. I have to go plenty.
Right. I'm sure that's because a lot of people are predicting there will be a tie, a rerun.
a rerun.
Yeah, like they have to do the election thing over and over again, and people having to take themselves to court and back and forth. That's just, we don't know. We can't say for sure, so we're still keeping our fingers crossed. And it's just a couple of hours.
Just a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Everything we'll
As
know.
a
We'll know who is who. Who is going to be our president. Then we'll really know. Okay, and then we have this one. Look at what is happening in the southeast. It is so sad that INEC is compromised. I just hope there is no rerun, like you said earlier. And then this person said, I just hope there is no rerun.
Oh, sorry, Precious. Hello? Okay, we lost that call. 070-4994-1413. The number to call is right there on the screen. We hope we get to talk to you as much as you want to talk to us. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
All right, we can hear you in case you can hear us. We really can hear you. So you can just call in and let us know what's going on
I
in
think
your
you
environment.
should move away from their TV screen. It might be.
Hello? Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can
we
hear
can.
you, please.
Hello.
Oh, man. All right, we have to drop that call. The caller can't, our callers don't seem to be hearing us here in the studio, and we really can't hear them. All right, please go ahead.
Okay. So what is INEC chairman have questions to answer? I mean,
I think he's been doing that.
he's been doing that.
Yeah.
INEC chairman have questions to answer. What is happening in the southeast is bad. Igbos doing themselves, then southwest, APC talks, but Obi is giving them hot. Then we have the northeast underage voting. Wow.
Okay.
Underage voting.
There was a picture of that earlier on the media, but we don't know how true that is.
That is.
All right, we'll go for a quick break, and when we get back, we'll continue this conversation as well as talking to you. All right, it's Hara TV and beavers issues, faulty beaver. Is there a solution to that already?
Yes, it's already working now, so
Okay.
people are voting.
All right. Do you think people have given up, or they are staying?
I want to vote.
They are staying back to still
Vote.
Yep. Yeah, some people are still around, too, but some people have gotten discouraged and they've gone.
Discouraged.
Right? So most people are staying.
All right. Thank you so much, Chineye. Thank you for the update. All right, 0704994141 is the number to call, saying that there are a little bit of issues over there as well. And we have another call coming in. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Olanse calling from Ibadan.
David from Ibadan.
Yes, I'm calling from the University of Ibadan.
Okay, what's the situation of things over there, David?
All right, there are about 25 polling units in the University of Ibadan, and from the 8 I've been able to cover so far.
Okay.
The election is going peacefully and orderly.
Okay.
There is a large turnout of voters in most of these polling units.
Okay.
And the results have been announced for most of these polling units with the Labour Party.
There, that's a good report